I mean, there's a lot of other stuff in this bill. I want to highlight for you guys. I don't know if any of you looked at the CBO. So the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, anytime a bill is being voted on, they do an accounting analysis on how much spending and how much revenue there will be as a result of this bill for a 10-year period.
This is actually awesome. Yeah, I checked it out.
Yeah.
You sent
and
it.
So if you look at every year for the next 10 years, the CBO score for this bill is that we're going to spend we're going to increase the deficit by $330 billion for the next 5 years. And then we're going to decrease the deficit by $320 billion in the 5 years after that. So the net effect over 10 years is we're only spending $17 billion on the bill. And then on the revenue basis, the expectation is we're going to generate $67 billion in revenue in the first 5 years, and then another $20 billion in the back 5 years. So this is actually being accounted for and presented as deficit reduction. And that's because there's 87,000 new IRS agents being hired to go out and audit people and find new revenue. And there's a 15% corporate minimum tax being imposed on all companies. And what this means is that companies, public companies, private companies doing over $1 billion in revenue, historically pay taxes on a book basis. Now they're paying taxes on a financial statement basis, meaning the actual accounting that they present to their shareholders.
Can I ask you guys a question? How much was given to the IRS? 80 billion?
Yeah, tens of billions, yeah.
80 billion. How much do you think it would cost? I don't know, pick the most excruciatingly expensive third-party outsourcing firm you could, okay, to build an entire system to basically automatically review every single tax return and throw exceptions, and machine learn what fraud looked like or what misrepresentation. Let's say $5 billion. It'd be the most expensive. It'd be the most expensive piece of software ever written. And this is what was so kind of like, that was the only part of the bill that made less sense to me. I think like if you put really smart computers on the case or gave it to DeepMind at Google and said, can you guys build this system with machine learning and AI, you'd be done.
Tax and a simpler tax, which I guess this is trying to do. But you know, Freeberg, when I looked at this and you sent it, my initial reaction was, you know, this old adage.
It'll be impossible for these guys to find 87,000 humans that want to work at the IRS, number one.
Yeah. By the way, there's a funny video on the recruiting that's been going on for that, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But I mean,
you know, because like they were asking for people who were ready to like have guns and like put their body in harm, and it's like at the IRS.
Crazy. I was like, that can't be real. Anyway, this is what I got from this Excel spreadsheet. The greatest tool for writing fiction is not Microsoft Word, it's Excel. Like, there is no way this thing is netting out to zero. Like, this thing's going to cost us a fortune.